Hey folks, Coach Simmons here, and I want to ask you, please, subscribe to the channel. 75% of y'all who watch my videos are not subscribed. But we're going to get this straight. I want the SWAC HBCU football to understand what is a group of five mentality. We keep trying to compare ourselves to the Power Five, knowing we're way away from that. I want you to hear what a group of five coach had to say about poaching, and then I'll come back and tell you my thoughts.
You have been vocal in the last year, Coach, about the current landscape of college football. Is there an overarching theme you've wanted all of us to sort of embrace or understand about where the landscape is right now?
I think something has to be done to make it where we're not a feeder program for other programs. If they get in contact with my kids and take my kids off my roster, I don't like that. I don't want to be a minor league team for other teams.
When some other program decides to come knocking and say, come see us, what tells you that you feel good that that person wants to stay here and will stay here with you?
Well, first, that's tampering. They should not be doing that. That's against the rules, and that's what I'm trying to get across to everybody. That should not be going on, and that's the part that I was upset about, because I know my players have been approached.
You had told us during the December signing period that everybody these days is signing a one-year deal.
We haven't lost anybody yet. There's still another portal opportunity, May the 1st through May the 15th. And I know we've got a lot of players on this team that can make more money from other collectives at other universities that have stayed because they love the city and they like what our collectives are doing for them.
Has it been important to you then to get the word out there that I don't want to be as you said, a minor league program? Because you've been, frankly, very stern about those feelings.
I've been more than stern. I've alienated every probably Longhorn fan, Aggie fan, Baylor Bear fan, Red Raider fan, and the aspect that we've got to quit thinking that way. We got to quit seeing ourselves that way. We've got to quit saying it's great to play those guys close. We've got to get this program where we beat those people. We're going to have to push it as a university, as a city. We've got to push it. We've got to put all of our chips out there. This is going to come back to us one day, but we got to go now. We got a real chance right now. We've got a unique chance. We're going to have a good team. We are, and it'll be interesting to see where we fall.
Now, the thing you got to look at, people, that was head coach of UTSA, Mr. Traylor. A lot of people automatically jump and say, hey, if he was offered a deal with another Power 5 school, he would immediately jump to it, right? That's what the going rate is. Well, he was the hottest name in coaching 2 years ago. Was offered deals from everywhere from Texas Tech to Colorado to other schools in the region. Turned it down to build his own program. And then he immediately noticed when the transfer portal became quote unquote popping, how other schools were poaching. You know how certain schools would leave positions open? They would leave, how does one say this nicely? Scholarship opportunities. Because they knew they could talk to other kids who are on other rosters and get them to switch during spring practice, spring ball. He wants to get his school out of that way of thinking that any kid they recruit and build up automatically don't want to leave. He's fighting for that belief. When you hear coaches say, we're going to have players coming in the spring that are currently on other teams, that's the definition of tampering. Make it even better or easier to understand. The definition, NCAA rules prohibit any representative of another athletic department from making contact with a player at another school who has not entered the transfer portal either directly or indirectly. That is the definition of tampering. If we're not able or willing to fight for what we believe in, if we're not able to or willing to fight for who we have, it's going to come a time where a school or two may have to snitch, get documentation, get proof, and just put it out there. Because we know things behind closed doors don't get done. HBCUs need to start getting a group of five mentality, not the power five mentality. Group of five mentality is we're going to fight you for what we have. We're going to build what we want, but you're not taking anything. That's the mentality we have to get. Same time, we have to understand about finances. We're so guarded on our institutions, we're not thinking about how to use those institutions to make money. Naming rights is one way. A alumni-led collective is another. Another way you gotta look at it, the SWAC, the MEAC, SIAC, CIAA were not the only HBCU conferences ever to be in existence. Just because they're the only ones we have big name right now does not mean we have to stop and only go through them. This weekend, NEC lost St. Francis, one of its founding members. We saw on the video I did yesterday the amount of money A&T is getting from the CAA. What is stopping a school like Delaware State from going to the NEC? We keep holding on to these alliances that don't make sense. I'll even let you on a little secret. Jackson State was not always in the SWAC. They were not in the SIAC. They were in the Midwestern Conference, which don't exist anymore. Because the conference did not make money. What's it going to take for one of these schools to say screw it and move on? They don't got to go SBS. Move on to another conference. What's it going to take for Southern to go to the ASUN? The thing about a group of five, they have equal say in what goes on with the finances with TV deals. Same time, they have individual say on local deals. If said conference is not performing the way it should, they will leave said conference. We got to get out of the mentality of HBCUs must always be together. Self-segregation leaves you behind, and you only blame yourself. It's Coach Simmons. Think about it. I'm out.